Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name's Tracy Steen. This workout is gonna be a killer leg workout. All right, I did a format like this for upper body, for arms, and you can check that out if you click or tap right there and do it another time this week. But the format is basically this. We're gonna do this in rep range. I'm gonna give you an option to make this 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or a 30-minute workout. So basically each circuit is gonna have 5 exercises. We'll do 3 isolated leg exercises and then 2 compound. We'll repeat that through twice and then we'll move on to the next circuit with different exercises. All right, so you're gonna require a variety of dumbbells for the workout today, and here's what I have used. Of course, lift within your abilities. I'll also use my bench, something to sit on and step up on. If you don't have that, I'll show you modification for those. We'll start with a warm up and end with a cool down. All right, are you ready to move daily? Me too, let's go. Okie dokie, strength on the watch. Let's warm things up. Start wide and a little side to side lunge here. Get those inner thighs warmed up because for sure there'll be some side lunge activity here today. It's been a while since I've done a side lunge, so I always like to make sure those inner thighs are warmed up and ready to go. Glutes, quads, hamstrings, calves, we're doing it all today. All right, stay wide and hand to toe tap here. Two more here. Good, let's turn your toes out into that plie. Squat right there for 10. Last one here. Good, and some front kicks. Alternate. And holding onto a wall, knee is soft, foot is flexed, and we're gonna kick back for 12 per leg. Last one there, switch, and 12 right here. Good. Let's go into some abductions right here. Just knee is bent. You can stay holding onto the wall. Just warming up that ball and socket here again. 2 more. And let's hit 8 on this other side. Knee is bent. Up for 8. Okay, and some calf raises to finish off. Up to tiptoes as high as you can go. Five more. And there we go. Okay, there's the first 5 exercises. 3 straight exercises, and then 2 are compound, multi-muscle, multi-joint, multi-action, through twice. Let's go. All right, starting with our goblet squat for 10. I'm gonna start with a 25-pound dumbbell. Feet are shoulder width apart. Shoulders back, back is tall. You're dropping down low. You've got 10, here we go. For 10, good. Last one for me. Okay, I'm gonna stick with this 25. Grab my other 25 and we'll hit a stiff leg deadlift. So knees are slightly softened, but legs are stiff, nice tall back, and hinge at the hips. For 10. Last one here. Nice. We're gonna set those down and go into an alternating front lunge. Okay, I'm gonna hold 15s. We're doing 10 in total. 5 per leg, but alternating. You're tall. And drop for 10. And switch, 9. That's it. And 10 right there. Okay. Going into our side squat, side lunge. I'm gonna do this without weights for round 1. We'll go into a side squat, hit the side lunge. You'll do 5 a side, 10 in total. Here we go. So we drop, 1, drop, 2. Let's go. There's 5, and switch legs. Okay, good. And now into a dumbbell swing reverse lunge combo. I'll go with a 15. And again, 5 a leg, then we'll switch sides. Wider stance, here we go. Hip hinge and drop. Same side, hinge and 2. All right, switching arms and legs. Hip hinge and 5. Last one here. Nice. Okay, that's the circuit. You've got another round now. Whew. Good, heart rate's climbing. Let's go back to the goblet squat. And I think I'll go up to my 30. Feet shoulder width apart. 10 reps here. Nice and tall. Drop it low. 10. And there we go. Okay, set that down. Going into our deadlift, I'm gonna grab that other 30. Stiff leg deadlift. Remember, you just have a nice softness in the knee, but we're not bending way back like we would with an RDL. Legs are stiff, hinge at the hips. And 10, I'm holding 30s. Okay, that's 10. Rack that. And we're back to your alternating front lunge. I'll go with 15s here. 10 in total, 5 a leg. You're tall, shoulders back, and drop right here for 10. And switch. Last here. Nice. Okay, very good. I'm gonna use a 12-pound dumbbell in my side lunge squat combo. Hold it right here in front of the chest. 5 a leg. Here we go. And we squat to lunge. Here's 1 and 2. Reach your hips back. There's 5. You're switching sides. There we go, nice. And finishing off this circuit with our hip hinge lunge. 5 a leg, holding that 15, wide stance, and hip hinge and drop. Same side, and 2. Switch sides, hip hinge, and 5. Last one here. Nice. Okay, great start, everyone. Excellent. Take a look at the screen. There's your next 5. Grab appropriate weights and join me back. Let's start back with our sumo squat pulse. We're gonna pulse at the bottom. I'm gonna hold a 30-pound dumbbell, 10 reps here. Nice and wide, feet are facing the front, maybe slightly turned out, shoulders back. You could hold 2 dumbbells if you don't have a heavy one. I've got my 30. Here we go, and we're down and pulse, up and squeeze, 1. Two more here. And there we go, racking that. Going into 10 reverse lunges per leg. I'm gonna hold 125. I'll do 10 per side, then switch hands and legs, shoulders back, you're tall. Let's drop it low and up. I'm not straightening that leg up. I wanna keep a little bit of tension in that glute the whole time. And 4, 5, let's go. Last here. Wow, that was fire on the glute. Switching legs. Here we go. Drop for 10. Don't straighten. 2. Here's 10. Okay, single leg glute thrust can be done on your bench or the floor. I'll show you a floor version first. 10 per leg. I'm elevating my foot on my hex dumbbell. You could use a small bench or yoga block, or the floor is fine. Push to the ceiling for 10 a leg. Up, down, 2, 3, good. Squeeze the glute. 4, there's 10, switching sides, and 10. And 20, nice. Let's get that dumbbell out of our way, and we're moving into a deadlift front lunge combo. I'll hold 15s. This is gonna be whatever you can get out of a front lunge with. All right, 10 in total. Start with the deadlift. Here we go. So we hinge and lunge. That's 1. Back to hinge and lunge is 2. Good. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3.
circles screaming out your name. Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different place. Just the two of us and we can
2 more.
kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to.
Last here, I'll definitely go up in the next round. That was a bit light for me. Okay, into your side lunge twist. I'll stick with a 15, 5 aside, lunge to the side. So you're low and 1, low. Let's go, 2. There's 5, take a step, switch hands, here we go. Low, twist, 1. And 5. Back to the top, everyone. Into your sumo squat pulse. I'm gonna grab a 35. Pulsing at the bottom. Remember, wide stance, shoulders back. And keep your back tall. Pulse at the bottom, low. And squeeze at the top, 2.
And we could stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do. Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand.
Last for me. There's 10. Okay, into that single leg glute thrust. I'm gonna do mine off the bench this round. You can go back on the floor. You've got 10 a leg, knee is right under, foot is right under the knee rather. Dip and drive. 10, low, and 9. Last one here. Oh, that's a burn. Switching legs. Up to tabletop, low, 2. Little pause at the top.
I would say we were good together. I would say we had fun. But our trains were
There's your 10. Very nice. Wowza. Okay. You are into your reverse lunge. 25, where are you? I'm gonna do 25, 10 a leg. This is hard. Stay in that lower position. Here we go. Little tap at the top. 1, 2, keep your back flat. 3. There's 10, switching sides. Wowza, that's not nothing. And 10. Wow. That 25 added up like nobody's business. Let's go into the deadlift front lunge. I will use 20s this round. Okay. Whew. We'll start with that deadlift. Alternate your lunge, shoulders back and hinge, and 1. Back to the deadlift. That was hard on the front lunge part. Finishing off with your side lunge twist. I'll stick with a 15 and hitting 5 aside. Here we go. Nice and low and hit the twist. There's 5, take a step, switch hands, lunge. Here's 5, boom. Okay, nice work everyone. You've got one more circuit. So take a look at the screen, grab some water. If you need to pause to catch your breath a little bit more, feel free to do that. Be sure to join me back. All right, final circuit, and we're starting with your curtsy lunge. I'm gonna hold 15s. And you've got 10 per leg, but we'll alternate here, okay? If you can't do the curtsy lunge, hit a reverse lunge here, that's fine. Ready? Here we go, holding 15s for 1, switch and 2. I've got 10 more. There's my first 10. And there's your 10 each leg, going into a kickstand deadlift. I'm gonna hold 20s, 10 a leg again. Front leg is your dominant leg we're working. We're gonna hit that kickstand in the back for a little balance, hinging at the hips. I've got my 20s, 10 aside. And we hinge, squeeze the glutes, and 2, that's it. There's my 10, switching sides. Keep the dumbbell close to your shins, and 10. And 10 right there. Into a sit squat. If you don't have something to sit on, rack your dumbbells onto your shoulders and hit a squat right there, or a suitcase squat. I'm sitting here, wide stance. Shin is perpendicular to the floor. Push straight up and down. I'm holding 20s, you've got 10. Push up. Control, don't plop. Last for me. There we go. Nice. Let's move into our compound. We're gonna do a step up reverse lunge combo. If you don't have a bench, do a squat with a reverse lunge combo. Okay, I'm gonna hold 12s. We're only doing 5 per leg here. Shoulders back. Here we go. Step, tap, down and reverse for 1. Same side. Up, tap, and 2. 5 on this leg. Up, and 3. Last one on this side. All right, we're switching legs. Other leg steps up, tap, down, reverse. Mercy. My next compound, an in and out squat. We'll do 10 each side. No weight for this one. Unless you want to hold one dumbbell here, feel free. Starting narrow, follow along to wide each side. So we're 1 and 2 and 3 for 10, 4, 5, 5 more. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, shake it out. Owie. Let's go into one more round, folks. Heart rate mania here. Good, feels really good though. Grabbing 15s, my curtsy lunge. Remember, 10 each side, or hit that reverse. Here we go. And 20 in total.
I think about all the years I made up, and I think I'm running out of time.
Halfway, 10 more.
Now, 'cause you leave a shiver down my spine. Don't let me fall to the ground so heavily, 'cause I recall what you go through easily. Just let me know where we head in this reverie, and
Last here. And into my single leg kickstand, deadlift. I'll go to this 25s. Whew, heart rate 152. She is up there. Okay, 10 a leg. Just balancing with the kickstand. Hinge at the hips for 10. Five more on this side, stay with me.
I know you're wrong 'cause you're scared of loving, but baby right now
Switch. Whew. And work.
I'm done now 'cause you leave me crying over you. Don't let me fall to the ground so heavily, 'cause I recall what you go through easily. Just let me know where we head in this reverie, and I will say don't mind the way I won't play, don't like the game, 'cause
Last one on this leg. Okay. Wowza. Those weights are adding up. I'm gonna stick with my 20s for that sit squat. Okay, how you doing, everyone? We're so close. Let's stay in the pocket. Up. Okay, up. Up. Wide stance. Push through the heels. 10. I've got my 20s. 2. Last here. There we go. Nice. Into our compound work. I mean, a squat is a compound exercise because multi-muscle, multi-joint. But in this workout, I mean compound multiple exercises within, okay? Okay, catch your breath. 2 compounds left. Let's start with 5 per side, holding my 12s. Step up, reverse, or squat, reverse, up. Reverse, same side. That's 1, up, reverse, and 2. One more on this leg. We're gonna switch our leg that stepped up. Shoulders back, up, step, down, reverse. 2 more here. Okay, going into our final exercise. In and out squats, 10 aside. Ready? Knock it out here, folks. So you've got 1 and 2. Five halfway. Count it with me. 3, 2, 1, and done. You have moved daily. Ha. Walk it out. Wow. That was an aggressive little 30 minutes. I think it's around 30. Some of the intervals were a little bit shorter, longer, but around that. Nice work, everyone. Okay, let me know in the comments below if you liked it. Try the one for killer arms. It's on my channel. Just type in Tracy Steen killer arms. Pick your own workout. You'll find it. I'll also link it at the end. Join for a stretch. Let's stretch things out. Heel up, knee soft, and hinge. Wow. That was a heart rate pumper for sure. Absolutely kicked it up there. And part of it is hitting that rep range. Push other side, because I take sort of the break that I need in between. I tried to do alternating muscle groups so we could go right into it. So we maximize our time that way, right? When we do like a superset or a tricep and we're hitting different muscle groups within the legs. Let's do a quad stretch here. Grab your shoelaces, knees together, and try to push your hip forward, nice and tall. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I was gonna do that sit squat with a calf raise. Sorry, I forgot. Darn, I missed calves. Some of you are gonna note that. Switch sides, sorry. I do calves in the members workout a little bit more frequently, but I find like I climb a lot, like I mountain climb, outside, hike, stairs, so calves get a good activation. I don't do them as frequently at the gym. If I were at a gym, I would definitely add that standing calf raise and a seated calf raise. That's cross the leg over, reach up and hinge forward here. Standing hits a bit more of the gastrocnemius. Seated hits a bit more of the soleus, which is the lower half of your calf muscle. But I'm also trying to, work on my tibialis anterior, that front shin muscle area. Reach up, cross the other way, and hinge. That's really important, both sides of the lower extremities, to ensure that you have good knee health. And if you don't believe me, follow that knees over toes guy. He's such a good advocate of knee health. I'm gonna sit and cross over, hinging forward here for a little glute stretch. Yeah, he is such a good person to follow for improving the health of your knees. So I do a lot of backward walking up hills. Like every time I'm out for my walk, if I'm by myself, I'm turning around up one of my steep hills, switching legs and hinge. And that gives some great quad activation, vastus muscles, but just surrounding that knee. And then I often do the tibialis raises, just intermittently throughout my day. So lifting the toes up and working this front shin muscle is very helpful for knee health. So if you feel like you want to make sure you have good, healthy knees, incorporate those things. And he's got a ton of other exercises as well. So I encourage you to follow him. Okay, there's the killer arm workout. Try that maybe tomorrow, and I'll see you all in the next workout. Make sure you let me know if you like this one in the comments and smash the like button.